Hi, guys.
Bill, what did you think of Texas's last play, and did you think they might go for it too?
Yeah, well, I didn't have any idea what they were going to go for, but we called timeout and told them to definitely try to take away the three and switch everything, but no and ones, and guard the two. So I guess we told them to do everything, but yeah, we defended that. Of course, I haven't seen it, but we defended that well and didn't get off a good look. But that was a heck of a basketball game. That was well played by both teams, and both teams shot the ball. They shot the ball great from beyond the arc, obviously, and both teams took care of the ball, and it was a well played game.
Bill, Marcus had a play, maybe the second to last possession, where he comes over and
biggest play of the game. That's what he does. So you got to have him in the game. Gets the jump ball, and we had the possession arrow. So that was a huge play there. And I'm not sure what the score was. We may have been up 2 or 3, or we were up 2 at the time. So, but it was huge. And he looked like Vinnie Johnson, in the first half. In microwave, he was heated up. But that's the first time we've seen him be aggressive like that offensively since he's been here. And of course, it always helps when your first couple of shots go down. But he was really a good player tonight.
How much does that help, like Vic and Lawson, just open it up for them when he's doing that?
Oh yeah, it helps everybody. We've been really struggling shooting the ball, and fortunately we've had a good last 48 hours shooting it from beyond the arc, and that he was a big reason why tonight. Of course, LeGerald shot it well again tonight, but we were pretty efficient in all areas except free throws. We just shot the ball miserably from the line the last 2 games.
And Bill, about 15 seconds left. Diedrich missed one and they beat you down the court. What did you see there?
I saw total lack of focus, IQ, whatever you want to call it. We got 2 guys back, and one of the 2 guys was guarding him or whatnot. But even with that being said, the ball's missed, and I always like putting 2 guys up, just because we're used to shooting them with 2 guys up. So that's what I always like to do. You don't go for the rebound, you just get back, and that was just a really bad play. Almost cost us a game. That was a game in which, even though the game's never over without any question, but you can't allow that to happen, and certainly we did. So that's something that we've got to correct and be a lot more organized. It's out of a timeout, so you can put that on me, but I don't have any idea what we were thinking there in that possession.
David's minutes tonight were about offensive rebounding, just size. What'd you put him in there?
Well, he earned Mitch in.
Sure.
So Mitch really labored tonight, and so gave David a chance, and David was actually, we need somebody to rebound. They whipped us on the offensive glass, second chance opportunities and points. So we needed somebody to at least get in there and compete as a big guy on the glass, and he did do that. So I thought he did some good things in the 8 minutes he got. Made a big basket. He actually slowed down and made a good post move there. So that was positive. But when Diedrich got his 2 fouls early, we had to play he and Mitch to finish the half, and then we had to rest Diedrich. So it was a game in which we never played 2 bigs. But Texas also never played hardly ever 2 bigs too. So it was a kind of a good game for both teams to match up with the other, just with the 1 big and the 4 little guards.
If Marcus has that aggressiveness you mentioned, can you be one of your best finishers at the rim?
Well, yeah, he could be. We don't have guys. We didn't get a dunk tonight. So we don't have guys that finish around the rim like past teams do. But I thought Diedrich had a couple of great finishes late, and I certainly thought Marcus had some good finishes in there. But the whole team, we need everybody to be in there. Ochai's 2 baskets, he had great finishes in there. So, but yeah, Marcus is the best we got. He and Devonta getting it downhill.
After they made that 3 to get to 1 with like 9 seconds left, you guys ended up inbounding to Marcus. Is there anybody you want to get the ball to when you know they're going to foul, you need free throws, or
Yeah, we'd like to get the ball to Devon, but we didn't do it, you know, you can't I mean, we're not experienced enough to know with our guys, Ochai's out there taking the ball in bounds, and Devon's a young guy. I mean, obviously, you know, in that situation, you gotta get the ball in bounds, you know, and I didn't wanna use our last time out unless we had to, so you gotta get the ball in bounds, but when Ochai's gotta probably be smarter knowing who to get it to, but if he's the only guy open, that's who you throw it to, and I would put that on Devon and LeGerald for not working hard enough to get open, as much as anything else.
Coach Ochai just played his third game and he's in at the end. What about him makes him ready for this?
I just think he's got poise, you know, I trust him, you know, cause what he does is make easy plays, and I didn't think he was as good tonight as he's been the other two games. I think he looked as athletic, and they shot a couple of threes on him when he didn't trust his feet enough early in the game, but, you know, he's gonna be a terrific player, and to play with the poise and the calm that he does, I think, definitely, you know, translates to the other guys, and certainly helps them as well. He's as poised as anybody we have out there down the stretch.
You gotta like the fast starts to both halves. Do you wanna see more from them?
Well, yeah.
I mean, okay,
I
that's
mean,
it. It's good.
Yeah, it's a great question. Yeah, I'm all for that.
What more would you like to see? How about that?
Well, you know, the thing about it is, it's great to start fast, and there's been many games where we haven't started fast, but it's so early, it really, you know, we were up 8-0 because we made 3 hard shots. And it wasn't like we were playing unbelievable, and they missed probably the same shots that we took, so that we made. So even though it's great to, you know, I thought the second half start was even better than the first half start, so, cause we needed something good to happen early in the second half. But, you know, I don't know what it is, Matt, that you need to do to get off to a better start, because the way they played, they didn't allow us to run one set play, because they pressed into man, and we're not gonna back it out with 18 on the clock to run a play, and there were so many transitional type things, and we don't back it out after transition to run a play, so it wasn't like it was scripted at all like we normally do. The guys just had to go make plays, and so, you know, I'd like to say that we can script getting off to a better start, but that was not a case tonight where we could do that.
Marcus said that even on a great scoring night like tonight, he still values the intangible and hustle plays more. What's it mean to talk about the value of having a guy like that?
Yeah, he's terrific. You know, if Marcus could scored the ball more, he'd be a first-team All-League player, because everything else about his game is terrific. And of course he did score the ball tonight, but I was so happy for him, especially playing Texas. You know, a school that recruited him some and everything, and you would think that would mean a little bit more to Q and Marcus playing the Texas schools, but he was good. He's the best defender we have, and tonight he was our best offensive player too.
LeGerald's obviously seeing more attention, you know, just 3-point shooting wise because of what he's shooting compared to everyone else. But how have you seen him kind of deal with that? And is there something that's allowed him to kind of rebound and get his numbers back up after he went through that little bit of a lull?
Well, yeah, you know, that's sports though, you know. I don't know, you know, you can ask James Harden the next game when he makes 6 threes is, you know, what was different. He'll tell you nothing. And so I don't think there's anything that's a lot different going on, but I do think his shot selection is better. When he doesn't shoot the ball particularly well, and he can't get off a good look, he'll force some shots. And I thought tonight he only took, I think, maybe one that was marginal. Other ones were pretty good looks.
Was that one the first one he took that went in?
Yeah, that wasn't a great one, but it went in, so it was okay.
Anything else?
Bill, is there anything new this weekend, Sylvia?
You know, I can't say that there's anything new that we know anything will be done this week. In that respect at all, I'm not in the know on a lot of those things, and you guys may not believe me, but that's factual. But I'm certainly hopeful. You know, we're getting towards the end of the season. Something needs to be determined one way or another. You know, he's you know, obviously ready to move forward with whatever it is, and he's been very patient and been a stud. And then us as a team, you know, we need to know too. So I'm certainly hopeful we'll get something sooner rather than later, but I don't have a time frame.
How much have you or the school been able to keep him in the loop with what's going on? Any?
Well, I think he knows that there is definitely an effort to try to assist the process. The one thing that he has been very mature about is he's seeing big picture, because I think the school has done a good job educating him on the dynamics and why maybe things aren't quite moving as quick as we want them to. So yeah, he's handled it like a stud, and you know he's crushed. So yeah, we're hopeful. Certainly not putting all our eggs in that basket, but certainly we're very hopeful.
Billy got tired of waiting and left. Do you worry about the same thing with Silvio?
No, but that was a totally different
Right,
situation.
right.
So I mean, you're talking apples and oranges on that deal.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Coach.
Okay,
Thanks, guys.